No Labels was the group that was raising tens of millions of dollars, upward close to 100 million, maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
70 million.
70 million.
Yeah.
Okay. That was potentially going to put a third-party candidate on the ticket. They ran through candidate after candidate after candidate after candidate, and today, No Labels comes out and says, you know what? We are not going to be fielding a ticket. You Democrats wanted to talk about this because?
Well, I just want to say I think No Labels was the biggest threat to President Biden. It wasn't much of a threat to President Trump because the folks they were targeting were wealthy, high-income, either moderates or conservative or Democrats or never Trumpers, so to speak. So that universe was never going to vote for Trump. So they were pulling votes from Biden. So I think it's smart. Well, I'm happy that they set aside there. But I think what this does show is how difficult it is for someone not in the two-party system to emerge. RFK Jr. is running as an independent. He's having trouble.
Maybe a libertarian.
Maybe a libertarian. The most well-funded special interest group out there that could possibly fund a third party, incredibly well-funded, couldn't get it. Well, so these are problems.
Okay, but I predicted 6 months ago on this very show that they would not field a candidate. Not because the candidates weren't out there, because I agree with what you've said, but the reality is the language that they used was a path to victory.
Right,
they would not field someone with path. And you were never going to, in my opinion, never going to find a candidate who could go the path to victory. You'd have to have polling or something, and it just wasn't going to happen unless you struck lightning.
You can't find a candidate with these two candidates. Have you ever?
So you're for or against one of them, right?
So the Democrats are clearly cheering this on. What do you think the political fallout of all this?
Well, a third-party candidate does detract from both sides.
Right.
Let's not be mistaken about that. But Scott is absolutely right. There's no path to victory for a third-party candidate because we have a single ballot majoritarian system. Just mathematically, it doesn't work. And so you have to find someone that's willing to fall on the sword politically and become irrelevant, basically, and a spoiler. And not a lot of self-interested politicians in either party want to do that.
And then get lightning in the bottle.
Right.
Well, the donor class is really not going to be happy about this because that's really what the No Labels movement was for. There's really not a lot of everyday average Americans that had any idea this even existed.
Right.
So it's
99% of the country had no idea, I would guess.
Exactly.
Had no idea what No Labels
it's this
was.
like $70 million what
do they do with that money now?
down the toilet.
What do they get to do with that money?
They get to do anything that's related to political activity. They have an IE, so they can continue to spend in races and defend folks in primaries, like a lot of
that's a war. That's a war chest. That's a political war chest.
Correct. And as moderate Democrats, I want them to go and defend moderate Democrats in primaries with progressive challengers. That's a great focus. Not pulling votes away from Joe Biden.
Friendly amendment, very quickly. They're a nonprofit, so it wouldn't be a political program.
They've got an IE, though.
But they do have that, and so they don't have to give the money back.
Okay. I don't think they will. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.